The soft overcome the hard. This principle, which echoes ancient wisdom found in Taoist philosophy, particularly in the Tao Te Ching, offers remarkable insights for navigating our modern world and daily challenges. The fundamental principle of soft power. The idea that softness can overcome hardness seems counterintuitive at first glance. We live in a world that often celebrates force, aggression, and rigid determination. Yet, when we observe nature closely, we see countless examples of this principle in action. Water, perhaps the softest and most yielding of elements, can carve through the hardest granite given time. The gentle persistence of roots can crack concrete foundations. Wind, invisible and seemingly insubstantial, can topple the mightiest trees and reshape entire landscapes. This principle suggests that there's a different kind of strength, one that doesn't announce itself with fanfare, but works quietly, persistently, and with remarkable effectiveness. It's the strength of flexibility over rigidity, patience over haste, and wisdom over brute force. Water as the ultimate teacher. Water serves as the perfect metaphor for understanding how softness overcomes hardness. Water never fights directly against obstacles. Instead, it finds the path of least resistance. When it encounters a rock, it doesn't try to push through it but flows around it. Yet over time, that same water will wear away the rock completely. In our daily lives, we can embody this water-like quality by learning to flow around obstacles, rather than meeting them head-on with force. When faced with a difficult person, instead of matching their aggression with our own, we can respond with calm understanding. When confronted with a seemingly impossible problem, instead of forcing a solution, we can remain flexible and look for alternative approaches. Water also teaches us about persistence without strain. A river doesn't exhaust itself trying to reach the ocean. It simply follows its natural course, overcoming every obstacle through patient, consistent movement. This suggests that our greatest achievements often come not from intense bursts of effort, but from steady, sustained action aligned with our natural direction. The strength of flexibility. Rigidity, while appearing strong, is actually a form of weakness because it cannot adapt to changing circumstances. The mighty oak, for all its apparent strength, can be uprooted by a storm that merely bends the flexible willow. The willow survives not because it's stronger in the conventional sense, but because it knows how to yield without breaking. In human relationships, this principle manifests as emotional intelligence and adaptability. The person who insists on being right in every argument may win individual battles, but often loses relationships. The person who can listen, adapt, and find common ground, who can be soft in their approach, often achieves better long-term outcomes. In professional settings, leaders who rule through fear and rigid control may achieve short-term compliance, but they often create environments of resentment and reduced creativity. Leaders who lead through inspiration, flexibility, and genuine care for their people often achieve more sustainable and meaningful results. The paradox of strength through yielding. One of the most profound aspects of this principle is how yielding can actually be a form of strength. When we yield appropriately, we're not giving up our power, we're using it more skillfully. A martial artist who redirects an opponent's force rather than meeting it directly often defeats much stronger opponents. This isn't weakness, it's superior technique. In daily life, this might mean choosing our battles wisely. Not every disagreement needs to become a confrontation. Not every slight requires a response. Sometimes the strongest thing we can do is to let go, to yield, to allow others to have their moment while we maintain our inner peace and long-term perspective. This yielding requires tremendous inner strength and confidence. It takes a secure person to apologize first, to admit when they're wrong, or to change course when new information becomes available. The insecure person feels compelled to maintain their position at all costs, while the truly strong person can adapt and flow with changing circumstances. Gentleness as a transformative force. Gentleness is often misunderstood as weakness, but it can be one of the most powerful forces for change. A gentle word can diffuse anger more effectively than a harsh response. Patient teaching can accomplish what forceful instruction cannot. Consistent kindness can transform relationships that seemed beyond repair. Consider the power of a gentle touch to comfort someone in pain, or how a soft-spoken word of encouragement can inspire someone to achieve great things. These soft actions often have far more lasting impact than dramatic gestures or forceful interventions. In parenting, teachers often discover that gentle guidance and patient explanation work better than punishment and force. Children respond to genuine care and understanding in ways they never respond to harsh discipline. The soft approach requires more skill and patience, but it builds character and relationship rather than mere compliance. The timing of softness. Understanding when to be soft and when to be firm is crucial wisdom. There are times when directness and strength are necessary, when protecting the vulnerable, standing up for justice, or maintaining important boundaries. The principle isn't about being passive or weak. It's about choosing the most effective approach for each situation. Like water, we can learn to assess the landscape and choose our path accordingly. Sometimes we need to flow gently around obstacles, and sometimes we need to apply steady pressure to wear them away. The key is developing the wisdom to know which approach will be most effective in each circumstance. Patience as ultimate strength. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of this principle for modern people is the patience it requires. We live in an instant gratification culture that values quick results and immediate impact. The soft approach often requires us to think in longer time frames and trust in processes that may not show immediate results. Yet this patience is often what makes the soft approach so powerful. The person who can remain calm and consistent over time, who can maintain their values and approach regardless of immediate pressures, often achieves results that more aggressive approaches cannot match. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be updated for more inspiring content. You can also leave a comment and share the video so that we could reach and inspire more people. Thank you, and to God be all the glory.